5, 4,
3,
2, 1. Here we go.
This is Sam Cooke Live.
Okay. Yep. We're good to go.
How are we? Check 1, 2. Check,
Check
1,
one,
2.
two.
We're about the same volume.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
Back on the scene, crispy and clean.
Lean Queen.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to Sam Cooke Live. And this, my friends,
Yes.
is Sam and Will's mini-sode.
I think you're going to say Sam and Will's
Yeah.
Excellent Adventures.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good, does it? It's our mini-sode. So basically,
Okay.
I do Sam Cooke Live, do a podcast,
Yeah.
and then in between, this is kind of like your maybe we'll call it
Bonus feature.
the bonus feature, Sam and Will's
Boner feature.
boner feature.
We'll give you a good boner.
That's what it sounded like to me. But I'm thinking we should do some
Inappropriate.
sort of, but that's okay. We're allowed to be sometimes. But I don't know what we would call it.
If you pay like $9.99 a month, you get a few extra inches.
Now we're getting dirty.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Oh my God, what has Sam Cooke Live turned into?
I don't know. It
So-
was the vodka before I had the show.
right?
Yeah, it
Right.
was the vodka.
So this is the bonus feature. We're really, really excited to be talking to you today.
Yeah.
And it's really a 20-minute, quick, fast,
Free for all.
down and dirty.
Yeah. Who's getting dirty?
Oh my Lord.
Wanna get dirty? I know, we're taking this
Wanna
out of
get
control.
frisky. So what we're going to do is every week we are going to do small mini episodes of Sam Cooke Live, 20 minutes long. So you're going to get some amazing guests on Sam Cooke Live, the podcast. We've got some great guests coming up. I don't want to spoil it, but really, really amazing guests. And you are going to be one of them.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. So in the meantime,
In between time.
in the between time, we're going to do a little, I'm just going to call it a mini-sode. Like it's a mini episode.
but
of
if,
Sam
are
Cooke
people
Live.
going to want to tune in if they know it's something mini?
I think so.
I'm just being sassy.
I think you are sassy.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of sassy.
Yes.
We were trying to think of something that we could chat about in our mini-sode. And we've got a lot of things coming up in the future. We're going to be doing some unveiling of some secret packages. So we've had a couple of people send us a box or a package.
Yeah.
Did I not tell you this? Yeah, it seems like you didn't know about it.
No, I'm like, what's going on?
And what happens is I'm saving them up. And what's going to happen is on a future mini webisode episode, we are going to, how about like mini Sam Cooke Live mini? Or we'll just call it a mini. How about just a mini?
A mini is good with me.
We're just going to call it a mini.
Little mini.
A little mini. So we're going to call it a mini. So on one of the next minis that we do, I'm going to bring some of these boxes in that have been mailed in from people that we may
That's crazy.
know or not know. And then you're going to unbox these.
That is exciting.
Right?
I know. I had about 5 things run through my mind. I thought of it the SNL skit.
It could be anything. And so what we're going to do is we are going to give you our P.O. box. We're going to put it somewhere below. And you can send us some items, preferably clean. It could be
Yes,
anything.
not used.
Oh.
No. If
No.
it's going to be used, throw some sanitizer in there.
Yeah, exactly. But what we want to do is maybe it's a company that you have and you want to
Yeah.
promote your item.
Yep.
We will open it and love it and cherish it and call it Bob. And, if it's something cool that you think that we should own or have, send it to us. Again, we'll put that P.O. box at the bottom here and we'll let you know what that is.
We could be asking for it. Like we don't even know what I should say. I'm not going to be on every episode, but
You might be on every mini-sode.
Really?
Our minis, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. No, I'm happy to be here, but it's like, I mean, I'm kind of a little afraid of like, people off the street. Hey, you really need this in your life. Like,
Yes.
what could it be?
Well, you know what? I don't know because I haven't opened them yet, but
Yeah.
we will unbox them eventually. And if there's questions that you have for Will and I, and it's a pressing question, we're going to tell you how to ask us questions as well. In the meantime, we did have someone approach us on social media, and they have given us a list of questions for a game that I like to call Never, ever have I.
Oh, never have I ever.
Yeah, that's
Oh, this is
Yeah.
good. Yes, I've seen this
it.
before.
Now, I don't have anything to drink or to do.
But you know what, though? I think it's just the confession.
The confession. So I've got my secret little Red Bull here. And
So I have to ask you these?
so I think you ask me and I ask
Okay.
you, but I have never seen these questions.
Or maybe what we'll do is like we'll raise, if we raise our hand, it's never have I ever, right?
So you never
but I
have.
think we should both answer every question.
Okay.
Yeah, like, but
So
but
if you've never done it, you raise your hand if you've never.
Exactly.
So we need to basically tell the audience too that's listening if we've done it or not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So it'll be like never have I ever. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one here, anonymous sender on socials, says, never have I ever been caught by my parents doing something wrong, i.e. sexual.
Who would ask that? I
I
don't,
never
I don't
have.
think I ever have either.
No. With
Like,
someone else or solo. Never have I ever.
Yeah, so we're
never
both
have I ever.
raising our
That's
hands.
that's actually pretty good because I know a lot of people
that have.
that have.
That would-
Whether it was some self-loving or whether it was, with somebody else.
It would-
I know why I'm still holding my hand up.
Still got his hand
if
up.
you're listening, I've had my hand up for like 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, so this question
Mm-hmm.
is: have you ever
Mm-hmm.
thrown up after seeing someone else throw up?
Yes, I have. I have a very weak stomach.
Yes.
And for me, just the sound of the vomit
Like
rising up
this?
the throat.
Who?
Oh, stop!
No.
I can't do it. No. It's like I remember being a kid and because I grew up in a family of 5, and it was like literally what would happen is my one sister would throw up at like 12. The other one would be like at 1 o'clock. Then it was like when you get that flu when you're a family,
you
it just
had
spreads through
twin
you.
sisters,
And so I had
too,
to
so-
shut the door, plug my ears. I'm almost like a little bit of what do they call those people who are like afraid of getting sick?
Hypochondriac.
Like slight
Yeah.
version of that. So
Yeah.
I was worse as a kid. I've gotten better as an adult.
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
can't
yeah,
even, yeah.
I have done that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, my turn?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You want me to take your old little piece
Yeah,
of
might
the
as
paper?
well.
I'll
Yeah.
take that.
Go
and-
figures, eh? Who's
All right,
writing
we're
these
going into the big
questions?
red bowl here.
All right. Okay. What? Oh, never have I ever sat in the shower. Like to
What?
sit down in the shower? I never have. I've never done that. Sat in the shower. I've had a bathtub.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I've sat in the bath, but I've never sat in a shower. That's weird.
So what? You're just like,
Does it say-
let the
Does it say sat or shat?
looks
have
like
you-
sat.
have you ever
looks
sat?
Like, sat.
Sat in... All right, no.
No, never have I ever.
No, okay.
No, that's weird.
Why would someone ask us
if
that?
I want a bath, I'm gonna have a bath. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever made money performing on the street?
That's a good question.
It is a good question.
I
have not. I have never.
So I'm saying about that. I'm thinking like playing an instrument. I'm not necessarily like. Are you thinking like a hooker? Are you thinking like
No, like I wasn't thinking that way, but no, I haven't done
okay.
that. Or have I made money on the street performing? I have.
I mean, maybe you could have like a lemonade stand.
I have had a lemonade stand.
So you
had
have
that.
performed on the street
So I-
stand.
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Cooke, Lady of the Night. In your lemonade stand.
in my lemonade
No,
stand.
I never have. I never
Never?
have. But at this point, I might want to start thinking about it.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
All right, here we
Okay.
go. Here's another
All right,
one. I gotta
let's
take this
see.
bracelet off. It's hurting my wrist. Here we go.
Save that
All right.
for your street performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Never have I ever used a fake ID.
I have never done that.
I have never done that. I was gonna say I'm gonna be the nerd who hasn't done that, but I thought you would have done that.
No.
I've never done that either.
You know why? Because when I turned 19, I ended up becoming a CFL cheerleader. And
Right.
as soon as people found that out, I was allowed into any bar at any time.
with any football player you
With
wanted.
Any football player. I had a crush. Like, I had a massive crush on a CFL player, but I don't want to name him.
I was gonna say, who was it? Do we
Well, I don't
know
want to
him?
name him because then I'm going to age myself. Because you'll know exactly how old I am based on the player, but I'll tell you after.
Okay, we'll talk after.
But
Maybe
he
after-
was a
after-
Hamilton
after show.
Tiger Cat player. And he did have a restaurant in Hamilton at one point in time.
Is he like in a nursing home now? Like is he
No,
adult?
oh no. Yeah.
No, I never have either. I've always felt like I think there was times, if I remember growing up, you're trying to like, you know, get into a bar or whatever, but I always felt like nobody like looked close enough to me that it would be passable.
And you look like you're 10, so I don't even know how you get into a bar now. They probably check your ID now. Do you get your ID checked?
I have gotten checked at the LCBO, but not as much. I feel like the last couple of years I've aged myself. So it's like, you know, working overnights does that to you.
Yeah, and you got a couple, little mustache hairs, so that might do it too.
Yeah, I guess I deserve that.
Oh my gosh, this question is really gross. It says, have you ever taken food out of the trash and eaten it?
No!
Honestly, no. And
yes.
I've seen people do it, people that need to do it.
I don't want to think that I was like...
Yeah. And so I've seen people do it, and it makes me really, really sad. And one of the things, and this is kind of off topic, but one of the things that really bothers me is whenever I see someone eat alone, it bothers me. And like, I will pay for their bill at a restaurant, like whether it's an elderly person or someone sitting there by themselves. It has nothing to do with like eating out of a trash. So I'm just saying, like, watching people eat by themselves makes me sad.
See, the thing is then you actually owe me some money, because I think that in radio, when you move around from market to market to market, like I've often lived on my own a lot.
Yeah.
So there's been times where it's like, oh, you know what? I don't really want to make anything tonight. I'm just going to run out and grab something. So I guess it's as sad as it sounds, I've eaten alone a lot.
But never out of the trash.
Never out of the trash. Okay. I never got to that point.
Well, that's good. Could be soon.
It could be soon. After the nightly entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, this is good. All this is fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Okay. Oh my, this is just like so wrong that I don't know if we can say this one. Can we say this?
Broke my flower.
Is this real or fake?
No, it's a real flower.
No, it's not real
I
flower.
swear to God, it's a real flower.
Are you feeding it? It's falling apart on this show.
Sorry for those that are listening
but can
right
I
now.
Say
I have
that
this
word?
beautiful flower. I
don't think I can.
No, I think you should put that paper down. We can't say it because it's actually very, very offensive.
You're going to kill the
it's a very offensive
person who wrote that.
Yeah, So thank you to our wonderful person who sent this in, but that's a no-go.
Yeah, that's a no-go. Okay. Never have I ever... Oh, this is good. Never have I ever had a paranormal experience.
Like, what is...
You know what that means, right?
Well,
so it's kind of like, I think it's one of these things where, say you're in your house alone at night, and you know the door opens and you think it's like a ghost in your room, or I think we're having a paranormal experience right now. This is it's like literally falling apart in front of our eyes.
I know. I have this beautiful purple flower. And for whatever reason,
look at this.
All the petals are falling off, and it's making me really sad right now.
So when's the last time this got watered?
The water's full to there. Yeah. Anyways, don't worry about my little flower.
I'm not exactly a green thumb, Sam.
Okay, so
are you?
paranormal.
So you think that your house is haunted, or you've been in a room where you feel like maybe your grandmother visited you, or I don't think that I actually have. I mean, I've heard a lot about this, but...
So I don't know if this is kind of the right answer or not, but I remember a house that I used to live in. I remember a girl that I sort of knew came over. She was very lovely, and I remember her coming over and kind of looking past me, not at me, but past me. And I said, what are you doing? And she said, well, I'm afraid to tell you. And I said, just tell me. And she said, well, you have like angels in your house, like spirits and angels.
Is that in this house?
No. It's in my old house. And I was like, oh. And the story gets weirder, but the bottom line is she said she could see them behind me and that she could see them in different areas of my house.
Wow.
She was completely serious, and I kind of felt maybe there was like good energy in my house. But yeah, that was kind of my experience. And I think maybe in another podcast, I'll talk about that because it's interesting.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
So some people who may have followed you on social media over the years may not know that you had a company called Angel Wing Entertainment. Is that as a result of that?
That is actually a result of having surgery and being terrified and asking the doctor after my surgery if the nurse could come and talk to me, who calmed me down. Because this nurse grabbed my arm and said, it's going to be okay. And he was just so lovely. And all the other nurses were getting the tools ready. And the doctor was getting ready to do my surgery. And he was just the only person that actually seemed to care about me in the moment and told me it's going to be okay. And so at the end, when I was lying in my hospital bed and he came after surgery to check on me, I said, I want to talk to that nurse. Send him my way.
Right.
And he was like, what nurse? And I said, the guy with the red hair and the hat and the scrubs. And he said there was no male nurse there. And I said, there 100% was. And they hadn't given me the needle to fall asleep yet.
So it wasn't like you were high or something.
No.
Yeah.
And I remember it being this guy with red hair. And then I called my company Angel Wing Entertainment. And years later, that same girl that came into my house and said that she saw angels and spirits said, yeah. And I said, well, what does the angel look like? And she said, it's a guy with red hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there is a relation.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never knew that story.
No, that is a true story.
Wow, that's amazing. So
Isn't it?
that's something a presence that you felt.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw this guy with red hair, and then she didn't know me at all. And she just came to visit me at my house and said, yeah, there's
That's
an angel with red hair.
incredible.
Yeah. All right. Have you ever been slapped in the face?
Well, as of now, yeah.
Did that hurt? I'm sorry.
I feel like I have. I feel like
Did that hurt you?
No, it didn't hurt.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sorry. I just slapped him in the face. I'm sorry.
I feel like I have been slapped in the face.
I don't think so. You're like the nicest, sweetest person.
Yeah, but I feel like I have been. But I feel like if I say who it is, I'm going to get in big trouble. And I think you probably could guess.
Let me just read this last question. We have time for one more.
Because I'll really get myself in, you know what.
Oh my God, you can read this one. Here we go. We got 30 seconds to wrap this up.
Okay. Never have I ever pooped my pants. I have. I have.
You've got 20 seconds to tell me how and
Okay,
when.
so true story. This is actually when I was living here in Hamilton, going to Mohawk College. I was up at the Walmart on Upper James, and I thought that I was gonna make it back to my house on time, and I literally was like holding it in, walking down like all awkwardly, and then I crapped myself. I can't believe I'm telling this story. This is like 20 years ago. And yeah, so I have done this. I feel like everyone's done that at some point. It's whether you're admitting it or not.
I think I did when I was a baby.
You're lying. I feel like you've done this past the age of 3. Maybe we should edit this part out. I feel like, yeah, and it was like, just a little bit of the squidgy came out. But
What's a squidgy?
just poking through.
So okay, so it didn't like run down
I feel
your
like
leg.
this is making me want to grab my pants now. So check your chair after.
On that happy note, thank you so much for joining us on Sam Cooke Live, the mini-sode.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me.
See you later.
Check that down there.